Hello students, welcome to online class. Today we are going to start question number 12. Question number 12, the question I will give you on the online group. So before that, just see I have written some data, okay? So this is the questions, a big questions, okay? You can see. So I will read out the question for you. A study was conducted to find it out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million ppm of a certain city. The data obtained for 30 days is as follows. These are the data, okay? And the question, the second part, you can read it out from the textbook. You were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in parts per million of a certain city for 30 days. Using this table, find the probability of the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval 0.12 to 0.16 on any of these days. So in these questions, we will make it the frequency distribution table, right? For that you make one column. You have to make one column. How many columns? 2 columns. In the first box, you write concentration of SO2. SO2 means sulfur dioxide. Okay? And under bracket you write ppm. And here you write frequency. Okay? Now they have given the interval 0.12 to 0.16, okay? 0.12 to 0.16. We will make the class interval. Fine. So in this, they have given the one pattern how to do. So 0.12 to 0.16. What is the range of this class interval? Or you can say what is the length, okay? So 0.12, after that 0.13 will come, after that 0.14 will come, after that 0.15 will come, after that 0.16 will come, right? How many numbers we move? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So our class length is 0.04, or else what will do, this is called lower limit, this is called upper limit. So this upper limit you write first, and this lower limit you write the below and minus it, okay? From the upper limit you minus lower limit. 6 minus 2 will be 4, and 1 minus 1 will be 0.0, okay? The length will be 0.04. So our first class interval will be 0.00 to 0.04, okay? This is the size of the class interval. So in the next, means in the second, it will come 0.04, means this will be in continuous form. So 0.04 to 0. The length should be 44, right? 0.04. So after 0.04, how much will come? 0.08, okay? Again, this will repeat 0.08 to 0.12, then 0.12 to 0.16, then 0.16 to 0.20, then 0.20 to 0.24. Now you have one doubt, sir, how we can identify that? We will choose the first number 0.00, the starting number, and how can we choose that we will end up in the last class interval 0.20 to 0.24, okay? So we will identify from this data. In this data, what is the lowest number? In this data, the lowest number is 0.01, okay? And in this data, what is the highest number? The highest number is 0.22, This is the highest number. Okay, so our possibility will be 0.00, the lowest number, and the highest you can take 0.24. Okay, and between these two numbers we will write it down the, okay, the number those falls under this range. Okay, one by one we will do. This will be the total we will write here. Yes. Now see, 0.00 to 0.04. This will be your lower limit and this will be your upper limit. Okay, in any class interval, okay, 0.00, this is the lower limit, first number, and this is your upper limit. This is lower limit, this is small number, and bigger number we call upper limit. Okay, there are two numbers, right? Now, when we'll mark the number between these two numbers, okay, will not take the upper limit. Means I mean to say that we need to find out those number that falls under this number. Okay, this range 0.00 to 0.04. Okay, please concentrate because it will be helpful in your previous chapter. Okay, statistics chapter 14, 0.00 to 0.04. So find out the numbers which falls in this class interval, and remember we will not take this upper limit. Okay, only we will take 0.00, 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, and 0.04 will not take. Okay, only you find it out these numbers, 0.00, 0.02, and 0.03. Only will find it out this number. Now let's find it out. Yes, here we have this number 1, then 0.01, 0.01, these two number. 0.04 we cannot take. Then we find it out how many numbers will come. 0.04, 0.04 cannot take. Then yes, here 0.02. Then okay, fine, we cannot, this one we cannot take because this one is 0.22. So how many numbers we got? We got total 4 numbers, right? That was fall in these numbers, this range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers. Right? 4. Okay? Now our next range is 0.04 to 0.08. Okay? So what I told, you pick all the number except this number. Don't count 0.08. Okay? So in this, you'll get how many numbers? 9. Then next will be 9. Next will be 2, 4, 2. Okay? If you add all the number, you get 30. You get 30. Okay? So I will make you count this one. Okay? It's the second one. The second class interval. Okay? Second class interval I will count for you. 0.04. Okay? Let's wrap this one. I have circled, but in your copy, please do it carefully. 0.04. Is there any 0.04? This number is picked up. Okay, this is a range. Okay, from 0.04 to 0.08. 0.04, 0.05, 0.06, then 0.07, 0.08 will not take. Okay, this is the upper limit. Upper limit will not take. Now let's see in the board, in the data, how many numbers are there. 0.6 is there, 0.707, then 0.04, then 0.06, then 0.04, then 0.05, 0.07, 0.07, 0.05. Okay. So I have circled how many numbers? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 numbers. Okay, that means it is correct. Okay. Likewise, you please do it. Okay, and let's see the numbers are correct or not. Okay. So this is the frequency distribution table. Okay, done this one. Now we'll start. It's already where we started, but we'll start the how to find the probability. The total, we got the number 30. So this is your total number of outcomes. So this will be your total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes will be 30. So number of favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes will be. Read the questions. Using this table, find the probability of the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval 0.12 to 0.16. You please see that chart in 0.12 to 0.16. Okay, in that chart, what is the frequency? What is the frequency of that class interval? The frequency of that class interval, you see 2, right? The number of favorable outcome will be 2. Now try to find out the probability. Probability is a very easy chapter. If you understand the question properly, no need to do anything. You have to find it out the total number of outcomes. Then in the question they will give you the number of how to find it out, the number of favorable outcomes. Okay. So probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes is equal to 2 upon 30. Number of favorable outcomes will be 2 and total number of outcomes will be 30. And you can cancel it by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 5s are 10. So 1 upon 50. Okay. So this is the answer of question number 12. Now see question number 13. Question number 13, also the same question. You have to write it down from exercise 14.2, question number 1. I will just write the data only, okay? The data I will write, and I will give you the full notes of this question number 13. Not only 13, the other question also. 13. I will just write the data only. A, B, O, O, A, B, O, A, O, B, A, O, B, A, O, O, A, B, O, A, O, O, A, B, B, A, O, B, A, B, O. Okay. So these are the blood groups samples. Okay, and these are the data of blood group. So we have only four blood group sample: A, B, AB, and O. Okay, these are the four blood groups. And please see in your textbook question number 13. They have mentioned you were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the blood groups of 30 students of a class. Use this table to determine the probability that the students of this class selected at random has blood group AB. Okay, I will do the solution here. Make the chart, blood group, and this is frequency. Frequency, right? Frequency. One, two, three, four. Now this is the total. Okay, we have four sample of blood. A, B, and O. Okay. Now please check it out. How many blood group A samples are there? Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 blood group A. Blood group B, but blood group B will be your 6. Okay. And AB will be 3 and O will be 12. Okay. And if you add all the value, you will get 30. Now question is, find the probability that the students of this class selected at random has blood group AB. We need to find out this one. Okay. This one. This value. So total number of outcomes will be 30 and number of favorable outcomes is equal to 3. Clear? Now you can find it out the probability. You have to find it out the probability after this line. Okay, after this line you write probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes will be 3 and total number of outcomes will be 30. Cancel it by 3, 3 1 is 3, 3 10 is 30. So 1 by 10. Okay. So this is the answer. 1 by 10 is the answer of question number 13. Clear? So our chapter 15 probability is completed. Okay. And in case if you have any doubts, any clarification, please don't feel hesitate to ask me. Okay, you feel free to ask me any doubts regarding this exercise. Okay, chapter 15 probability, very important chapter, and also it is very easy also. Okay, please all of you practice it very nicely at home. So in the next class we will start the new chapters. Okay, for today that's all only. Okay, thank you very much.